Hey, Jay Clark here, DirtBikeTV. We're doing some tire changes with MX Locker right now. MX34 is the tire we're going to be using. We're going to give you some tips on how we would do it on this brand new set of wheels. Okay, here's some of the key tools we use. I like to have at least 3 tire spoons, and these are just the real simple, like Motion Pro style tire spoons, rounded off like this. If you have 3, it'll accomplish really what you need. And then this valve core tool is nice. You can take the valve core out of the valve stem real easy with this side, and then this side is flat and you can let the air out really easy. So I like to have this. It has this long tether, which makes it nice to be able to find it easy in your balk. Bead Buddy from Motion Pro, very essential almost. And then a ratcheting tool for your rim lock. Most of ours are 12. There are some bikes with 10s on the newer KTM models and even 13s on some of the older bikes. Those are the main sizes, 10, 12, and 13, but 12 is most of your bikes. And then a good tire paste helps out a lot. And then I use a sponge, out of your kitchen, sponge on one side because this one's pretty worn out, and I'll use that to apply it on pretty easily when you have your tire paste. First thing I like to do to the tires themselves is get a little powder in there, and then I'll turn it all the way around the tire. And then also I'll kind of even put it on the ground a little bit and kind of hop in here and flex it a little bit, get it just broke a little bit down. I'm gonna do the same thing to the front, powder in there, and that powder is gonna keep the tube from chafing and also being a lot less likely for a pinch flat with having some powder in there to be able to move around. First thing we're gonna do, since this is a brand new wheel, we're gonna tape up the rim. I already cleaned it off with some contact cleaner. I'm gonna go around here, and this is a brand new wheel build, so sometimes there'll be a little bit of grease or oil residue on that inside of the rim. So I'll clean that off, and I'll do 2 laps. And I marked it with the sticker, the Faster USA sticker there. That's how I can count my laps pretty easy. I'm gonna go around, and I like, the Gorilla Tape is a little more expensive than duct tape, but it's a lot better. Okay, so a little bit of heat there. You could use a heat gun or a torch here. That's gonna help me push it down and have the tape kind of bond to the rim a lot better right here. I'm just gonna push that around like that. For the rim lock, we like this rubber coated style. This is a Motion Pro, a lot like the stock Honda or Yamaha style. And I'm gonna find, on this rim, there's 3 holes. So this gives you some choices of what to do. I prefer to have the rim lock right next to the valve stem. It's a little easier for install, and I think better. Most of the teams, if they have a choice, that's what I see them choose to do. And right now I'm just poking a hole in the Gorilla Tape, just like that. So I have 2, and I have the disc side up. I usually will put the rim lock to my right-hand side when the tube's in there. You'll see. Okay, so we got our rear wheel. We're gonna put it on a tire stand. It's nice to have a really nice tire stand. With DirtBikeTV, if you email us off the site, we can send you the plans to make your own. It's a huge help to have a good heavy-duty tire stand. We like a good heavy-duty tube with good rubber, not a cheapy tube. So a real rubber is like the Dunlop tube, or there's some other ones out there that are good as well. So we get some air in there, and that helps it fill out. Okay, now at this point, I got a tire tool here. I'm gonna let a little bit of air out of the tube, and it's gonna have just a tiny bit of air in it. You can feel it. If you put a pressure gauge on it, it won't register. At this point, we're gonna use a good tire paste. We wanna get it well lubed in there. You want a paste that's gonna dry. That's why we don't use like a lube, like an oily lube or anything, because tire can slip later. And this tire is not directional, so we don't have to worry about that right now. And I'm gonna feed the valve stem into the rim like that. And then here I have the nut. You can't see it real close. I'll show you. When I get the nut on, I can just put it on about a quarter, a third of the way right there. And then I'm gonna push the tube in like this, and I'm gonna pop it over like this. Now, if the rim lock is opposite, it's a different process, which we can show you on the front we're gonna do. That's how it's gonna be. So now I'm keeping my body's pressure against the tire like this, and I lift up with my left hand, and I'm lifting up, and we don't wanna scratch our brand new nice rim before it gets scratched on the track. So we're making sure all that stuff's free. Our valve stem looks pretty straight, and now I'm gonna lift up with my leg right before the valve stem and rim lock, and I'm gonna put in a Bead Buddy, just like that. And I'm gonna put my thigh back underneath. I pushed in the valve stem. I'm gonna come here, I'm gonna push in the rim lock. And now I'm just walking around. And now I saw a little bit of tube creeping out. We're gonna knock the tire off the bead over there. Knock it off again, knock it off. Okay, and then we got us just like that. I like to avoid taking another bite if I don't have to. It's nice to have good air compressor, bunch of good air. I can feel that it's beaded up all the way on the side. When I say beaded up, you can see that it's come all the way up. And if you're using like a hand pump or something, that can be difficult. Clean rag, here we go. Wipe her down. We're gonna check the other side, which I felt, but I could tell that it was all the way on. I like to kind of clean it all off. And now it's time to do the rim lock. And then get the good rim lock good and snug. Just like that. And we're gonna set pressure, and I think it's gonna be ridden in a day or two. I'm gonna leave it a little high. I'm gonna leave it like at 14.3. Sounds like a great number. And most of the time when you're riding, you're gonna be anywhere from 12.5 to 13.5. Typically is a good range for most modern motocross bikes. Now I'm gonna put the cap on. This is a really important part right here. When you put the cap on, you want no nut, or you can have a nut like this, just like that. And that'll allow the valve stem to be able to move if there's any issue. Tire sticker time. So we're gonna lay that, and I'm gonna line it up right here with our rim mark, like the pro guys do. And you can push it down. How do you get these? Very difficult. Tire sticker Tuesday from Ride Dunlop, right? Like that. Let's flip it over and get the other one. There's no mark. Oh, there it is. Okay, so we'll just clean it off. A little contact cleaner. Here we go. Push that down. Front, same thing. I do the same exact process. Now, this one I told you the rim lock is opposite. So that's gonna be a good little teaching tool for you. We would do the rear the same way as we're gonna do this front if our rim lock is opposite. Okay, got all the air out, we're ready to go. Get a good tire paste going around here. Now, the fronts on most, modern bikes with different tire brands, a lot of the fronts, I should say a lot, are directional. And so they'll have an arrow. And the disc is on this side, I keep the disc up, so I know it needs to be spinning the opposite way it is right now. And so look for that arrow. Nothing's worse than doing a tire over just because you put it on backwards. So here we go, and this one is opposite. Okay, so now I got that valve stem in, I'm pushing in with my body. I kind of got it about 2/3 the way on, or so now. Holding with my left hand, I'm gonna, just like that, I'm pushing the tube in. Okay, so now I'm all the way on, but our rim lock's not on, so let's check that out. So look at this right here. So we got our rim lock stuck right there, and here's where we're gonna put our body kind of opposite it, like this, and like this. And it's a motion kind of like this. We're walking it over, and then I'm pushing up with the rim lock with my thumb, and then bring it back, and now it's off. I'll make sure that the valve stem is not sticking out over here. That can happen. If it is, you could put your spoon in here and lift it up, put the valve stem back. So now I'm gonna bring it back over. What I wanna do here is make sure the tube is on top of the rim lock, and the tube is all the way in. When it's just like this, you're not gonna be scared of just pushing your spoon against there. With the spoons we use, they're very unsharp. How about that? It's a good word. So they're not gonna hurt anything unless you were to pinch it. Okay, so now I've straightened it out. So the valve stem is hanging out straight there. Bead buddy again. Just like that. Now when I get to the valve stem, I've got my finger and I'm pushing the valve stem towards me. Okay, looking good there. Leg underneath. Now this tire's moving a lot because it's a KTM brand wheel where it doesn't have a spacer in here. If I had the spacers in there, it would hold it a little bit better, but it's not a big deal. So my thigh's underneath. For this last one, I'm gonna slide my spoon in like that. So just like that, so see I don't have any scratches. Some people will think we scratch the rim hearing all that noise, but no scratches. Now I can pull the bead buddy out. Okay, let's air it up. Again, a good compressor helps. Lots of air in the tank. Beat it up nice and quick. Now I'm gonna wipe her down. Okay, flip it over. Now, tighten the rim lock. I like to do that first before you set pressure so there's no chance you forget it. That's it. I try to do everything in the same order every time. Okay, good and snug. Don't wanna over tighten it, you'll break it, and also flat spot your rim right there. Okay, set it about 14.2. Okay, here we go. Now I'm gonna do the same thing with the cap as we did the rear. Gonna put the cap on, and it's gonna dial it down to the nut. Now in this case, you can see it's sticking very close. I can go in here with my spoon and pull up on the stem. That'll get it up and out of there a little bit, like that. Okay. All right, hopefully that helps you guys out. Tires just like this and many other things are available at MX Locker to check out.